Hey Soul Family, welcome back to the channel. Okay, y'all, I'm getting a message. Somebody thinks they got a decision between two, but that's not the case. Okay? Um, the collective knows their self-worth. I don't know who's delusional, thinking they got this kind of power here. It's like somebody's trying to feminine masculine energy here. Somebody's trying to pin two people up against each other, okay? And something is about to blow up in somebody's face, okay? Y'all, let's tap in. Let's get a prayer. Beloved ancestor spirit guides to the Most High God, I call on Archangel Michael for protection. Anybody sending anything physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually, please block and blind them. I call back our energy and send theirs back with full forgiveness in all forms to the universe this time. Thank you, thank you, thank you to the Most High God. Excuse me. And this could have been in the past, right? And something blew up in somebody's face here, and they're sitting here and they're like, hold up, what just happened here? Okay. Oh, shit. Tell me about somebody trying to thinking they got somebody don't know what to think. Like they're sitting here and they're like, oh wow, hold on. Somebody could have been dealing with a Scorpio, okay? Or somebody got Scorpio highly aspected in their chart. Leo. Okay. Yeah. Leo, somebody could have tried to put you in a third party and Big Daddy Saturn pulled up, okay, and took full authority. The authorities could have got involved here because somebody was trying to do this to you, okay? And you're like, who's fighting? Like, no, go on over there. Something about this? Okay. Yeah. 12th house. Hidden enemy. You could have found out that this person was your hidden enemy, that you was actually in a relationship with, okay? Yeah, the sun part. Something come to light and it was like, hold on, wait a minute. You're not gonna pin me up against somebody else. Like, no. Because somebody had an alliance behind somebody's back here. Okay, somebody could have Scorpio or Leo in their chart heavy. Okay, just take it where it resonates. 5, creativity. 8, abundance. What comes around goes around. Karma. Okay, somebody could be 30, 24, 48, 50, 18, or 51. Somebody could be born in May or August. Okay. Tell me about this energy I'm picking up on. And then Venus went into Taurus, and it's like, you made a decision to keep moving forward, but you may not have knew somebody was trying to pin you up against somebody. And there's a third party here that's figuring this out, okay? There could be a Cancer in reverse here, okay? And you just kept ascending. You just kept moving on. You didn't know that this Scorpio and this Cancer here was actually working behind your back. Something could come out about these two people. Y'all, this Cancer energy been heavy. Clarified. Something's going to be clarified for you. Yeah, that you cut the root of the problem off and you took action, got in this Aries energy. Because you wasn't going to be at war with these people. You didn't have no passion for this. And you're sitting here, you're like, oh, that make my head feel some type of way, okay? They was attacking very heavy. Whoever this Scorpio and this Cancer is, or somebody got these placements. Yeah, justice in reverse. Not getting a new beginning, sacrifice. They literally tried to sacrifice you, and you moved to calmer waters, and they couldn't, okay? Tell me about what's coming to light here. About somebody's movement's been completely stopped. I mean, they've been stopped dead in their tracks, whoever these people are. Nosy. That's confirmation. You jump timelines on these people, too. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Now somebody could be sick and they don't know what to do. Because it's like somebody could have been jumping from you to this other person. Somebody could be a Leo Cancer as well. But it's like somebody was jumping back and forth to some energies here. And they was like, well, that ain't going to work out. So I can go back over here. If this don't work, I can go back over here. But somebody here got shut completely down. Okay? Yeah. This opportunist here, Six of Pentacles. Somebody was doing some kind of corruption here. Let's say this is family members. Okay? They was trying to pin you up against each other, and something here is coming out. Okay? Tell me about Big Daddy Saturn coming through here. Somebody lost complete power. Seven of Cups in reverse. Queen of Cups. This Queen of Cups could have figured out what the hell was going on here and saying, hold up, wait a minute, what you doing? Calling judgment on the situation. And getting a victory. Somebody gained some wisdom about the breadcrumbing, okay? Possibly about 2 children and about what had been going on. How somebody tried to pin these kids up against somebody here, okay? Yeah, making bad investments, greedy. They done this for the money. Now you're not carrying burdens. You're in this Eight of Pentacles energy creating, and somebody's sitting in fear because they've been trying to juggle this and keep this hidden. So say somebody tried to pin you up against your children. Okay? This Scorpio and this Cancer tried to pin you up against your children and doing something, saying some shit. And now this could be 2 karmic mothers. Okay? As well. Y'all, I'm getting a lot of messages from this. And it's like, hold up. No. Something ain't right. King of Swords. Oh, I said King of Swords. That's Princess of Swords. That's bad news. Because somebody was causing illusions. So the authorities may know about what they was doing here, okay? How they tried to pin somebody up against somebody here. Y'all just take, it could be with lovers, third parties, family, friends, children, whatever. Somebody's magic backfired here, okay? There could be a King of Wands that's watching here. Y'all remember how I said adult children exposing the business about a karmic family? That's this energy I'm getting too. And somebody's moving on to a Cubs fertility. Everything is growing, okay? And it's like people are really upset about this because whatever they tried to do here, Big Daddy Saturn come in and was like, no. And they sacrificed themselves. Yeah. Heartless. There's some communication coming through about this as well. Wheel of Fortune. This is a fated event about what somebody was hiding here. I heard somebody finna have to hang on tight because somebody finna leave something out in the cold. I just got cold chills all over me because somebody here had been working with a third party the whole time trying to pin you up against them and do this and do that. That's like if this is like somebody trying to cause competition in a relationship, you walked off and left this shit. You was like competing for who? Shit, go on, take the trash out with you. Okay, it's that kind of energy. Or if this was friends or this was family, you're like, I'm not finna do this. Like, what are we doing here? No. Something about this, you're like, King of Cups. There is a King of Cups and a Queen of Cups that could be figuring out something about another Scorpio and a Cancer here. Y'all stay with me, okay? They're like, hold up, what? See, y'all got to remember, sometimes you could be that sign, right? You could be a water sign. But somebody's coming up as another energy here. But that's actually not who they are. They just got these placements in their chart, okay? Somebody here could definitely be manipulating the energy and trying to come up with something else, okay? That's really what I'm getting heavy here. Yeah. It's a lot of manipulation that has went on here, and you backed away, and you could be seeing this. You're like, what is happening here? Tell me about this manipulation. Yeah, fishy cups. There ain't no love in the situation. See, y'all, this could be a Queen of Wands in reverse. They could be in these type of energies, right? And doing something. They could have Scorpio in their chart. They could have Cancer in their chart, right? And they're coming up as these something about this, okay? Trying to come up as the Queen of Cups, but really they're the Queen of Wands behind the scene because they're doing magic. Confirmation. For money. For money. That's what this is. Somebody's doing something for money here. And it's like, nah, hold on. You breaking people's free will and doing shit and manipulation, causing problems. Somebody finna get some bad news from this King of Swords. Somebody here is not oppressed. They're not in the energy of even stress. They ain't wearing themselves. Like, I can't make this shit up. Thank you, Crystal. Let's see. January 26th could be significant, or December 26th could be significant. The 13th could be significant. Somebody could be 33 or 35 or born in March. People's not blinded to something, y'all. Okay? I'm going to be honest with you. People's not blinded. And they're not taking this fishy cup no more. It's like, quit telling that story because you know it's a lie. Like, yeah. What is the story somebody's telling here, Spirit? What's this? About how somebody's royalty, or they lost their title, or they're not this, they're not that, okay? Somebody's very obsessed. They're watching a lot. They're waiting to see something collapse here, okay? And it's like, no. Disposed or loss of title. Like, yeah, you don't know who this person is. Distant relations, okay? Okay, Spirit, let's dive in a little deeper. What is the lies they're telling? What's about them being the peacemaker? Like, everything's okay, they wasn't this. They're trying to pacify a situation because they know the shit's out of hand, because 2 and 2's not making 4. Spirit saying the streets is talking, how they tried to pin everybody up against somebody here. And it's like, everybody's looking and like, they're in, like, I heard looking with disgust. Like, what has really been going on here, okay? Yeah. Somebody here could be a hermit, a mystic. You could practice Buddhism, okay? Something about communication, publisher, messenger, writer, and trying to keep you in poverty. Like, you know what I'm saying? Say, you know, you're doing this, you're doing that. They're just begging, they're doing this. But you actually do something for work here, and you get paid for your services as well, as what I'm getting. And somebody's trying to paint this picture like this, and this, okay? You could be some kind of master, teacher, mentor, okay, academist. Somebody's fixing to be upset because you're actually possibly fixing to publish a book, become this teacher, or you've already done this, and they're obsessed and they're trying to make it paint pictures like, nah, that ain't what they do. You could even be invited to go into law school, something about law enforcement, judges, lawyers, okay, maybe want to come and work with you. Or say you went to, and you got your degree, and this is what you're working on, is being in law enforcement, right? Working to be a lawyer or something here. And confirmation. And somebody's like, no, that's not who they are. You don't understand. But you actually got a whole degree in this. Do you see what I'm saying? You have experience. There's something here where somebody cannot discredit who you are and your reputation anymore. Like, that's over with. Okay? Something about this. Yeah, something about religion, devotion. Like, somebody here, yeah. Leadership. Somebody can't handle that you're in your leadership. Okay? They want to act like you're some kind of peasant or something. I don't know. Like, this energy is, Very toxic. This is like somebody that had a really good life and they're so perfect and they've never done anything wrong, but behind the scenes you close the door. Like this motherfucker's toxic as hell. Like it's a lot of things that if people really knew what was going on behind the scenes with somebody here, they would be like Kodo, and that's what they're finding out. Okay. Yeah, because they sacrifice everybody. Something about past life. Okay. Persecution. You could live in a rural area. Okay. Somebody could be talking about where you live at, or say that you don't actually live there, or trying to get you removed from there. Okay. Yeah. This swindler is being exposed. Okay. You could be some kind of herbalist and they're saying that you're a swindler. This is you're just doing this. This is yeah, this is fake. This is this, okay? Hmm. Collective, when you move in silence, I just want to say this, okay? And you pop out, people don't, because they've been doing all this chatter and gossiping and spreading rumors, pinning people up against you, okay, and trying to brainwash everybody, okay, um, with different things. And they got, and trying to say that you got mental health issues, and then they find out that you have published a book, you wrote a book, okay, or you work in law, or you're going to college, or you're doing something here, or you're some kind of teacher, and you accomplishments, okay, they're finding out you're popping out with your accomplishments, and they're like, oh no, you don't understand, they can't do that, blah, but you've done it, okay, and they try to pin everybody up against you like you was some kind of just low life. Like, I don't know how else to say it. Because they think that they set so high to judge, right? They act like they're a saint. Thank you, Spirit. They act like they're a saint. They're like, oh, I'm a caregiver, but they're over here abusing the parents. Okay. I started to say patients, but I said parents. See what I'm saying? Like something military. Something could be significant with military, death, loss of a loved one. You could have somebody that was in the military that's passed on, Navy, that is protecting you, Air Force here, okay, as well. Exile, banished, okay. Forced underground, shunned. They just wanted you to be banished, exiled out, and gone so they could keep painting this narrative, okay? But you kept popping out on somebody, and now they're mad, okay? Something about this, and the picture they're painting is really of their self, like, because something about your accomplishments, and you have proved everybody completely wrong about something here, and you done this. So pat yourself on the back. Peace, love, and light.